Merry Christmas once again, folks, and Tony here with a review of yet another Snowman-related piece of media. And I'm, of course, talking about The Snowman, which first aired on British television on December 26, 1982, on Boxing Day out of all holidays. It was directed by Diane Jackson, produced by John Coates, with music by Howard Blake, and the treble was, in the original version, Peter Oddie, and in the revised version, he was sung by Aled Jones. Now, I first encountered this Christmas special when I was back in China 12 years ago with my grandma, my parents, and my siblings, and I happened to stumble upon this Christmas special by chance on, I'm not so sure which channel, but that was my first experience. And just by watching everything about this, I was just totally enthralled by the animation, by the music, and just how everything seemed to really work well, even without a lick of dialogue. It was just great. It was a really great experience, and even with repeated viewings of this film as I grew up, I still enjoy it to this very day. So, let's find out what are the elements that really make this wonderful short film stand out. Story-wise, it is quite simple in premise, but when it comes to excitement and beauty and overall poignancy, it really excels. Basically, this tells a story about a boy named James who seems to live a normal life. I mean, he seems to really enjoy the holidays with the snow and just feeling like a regular British boy. And then he builds a snowman until one fateful midnight it comes alive and pretty much is very curious about the world around him. And, well, basically the snowman and James start to develop a really loving friendship with each other. So the story is definitely simple in its premise, but it really is absolutely exciting in terms of the relationship these two characters go through, and just a lot of very beautiful, heartwarming, and just a lot of really, really wonderful moments. And let's just say that the ending is pretty tear-jerking in a very subtle manner. But still, what you really get is a really beautiful and very intricate story that really is full of creativity and imagination. And then you get the animation. Now, as to be expected with a lot of Raymond Briggs Christmas specials, the animation really does look like it's like a children's book come to life. It's very muted in its color palette, yet it manages to make a great use of its color, its shadings, and it's just so gorgeous and it's just so wonderful to look at that it's so enthralling. It really does feel like it's a painting coming to life with a lot of muted colors and just a lot of gorgeous shadings, and it's just beautiful. Not to mention, the music is excellent, and of course, there are a lot of orchestral pieces which I really like, making the great uses of the piano, the violins, trumpets, percussion, everything really comes together. But I really, really love this solo number, Walking in the Air. I swear, it is the best part of this film. Whether I listen to the original Peter Oddie version or the newer Aled Jones version, I really have to say that both of these versions are really excellent in terms of their delivery. And of course, a lot of singers covered this song, like Chloe Agnew and Sumi Jo, to name a few. But in all fairness, whether I choose Peter Oddie or Aled Jones, both of them really do a great job with this song. The characters are basically talking about the snowman and James. Now, James is a very, very inquisitive and very much kind and really good-natured boy. He is definitely a very good character on his own, even though he doesn't really have a great amount of dialogue. And the snowman, he's curious about the world around him, and he's very much a very jovial character, and is a very great character on himself too. So both of these characters really do great off of each other, and Their relationship throughout the film is poignant and very beautiful. So overall, what more can I say about The Snowman? It is a very excellently done Christmas short, and it was just a very great experience. It still holds up to this very day, and with that said, I give this film a well-deserved 5 out of 5 stars. You will not be disappointed. It's a masterpiece in its own right. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to tune in later where I review the sequel to The Snowman, and that is The Snowman and the Snow Dog, which was also released 30 years after this film. So until then, see you later, everybody. And also stay tuned after my Snowman and Snow Dog film review for my Hansel and Gretel review. So until then, see you later, everybody.